everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's send you to Atlanta now, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis are on the call.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Ryan on second down. He completes it to Julio Jones. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down following the incompletion. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Startulele is a former first-round pick who's starting to round into form, becoming one of the better run stoppers in the league.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey, you got three.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme, there. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Rolling to his right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And an athletic hurdle, but taken down pretty quickly after that. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So a field goal try here on fourth down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run. That much offense.
On first down, it's Newton. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. Now Olsen, Charles, battled back spasms, missed the second game for the Panthers in the preseason. They're just hoping when they suit up for real, he'll be good to go.
And Cam Newton has to have him. That was his #1 target last season, and Greg Olsen went to the Pro Bowl. But when he missed the game against the Tennessee Titans, I saw that game. That allowed Cam Newton to find Devin Funchess and welcome back Kelvin Benjamin, 2 big targets out wide.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move him out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. Well, maybe lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
When you see Brooks Reed going after the quarterback and you see that hair trailing out from under his helmet, look out.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On fourth down, here's the veteran Mike Cyphers to punt this away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it second and short.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Play clock winding down. On second down, Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Third down, Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So the Carolina Panthers offense trotting out there, and every time you look at their offense moving onto the field, you can't help but notice those big 6'4" and 6'5" wide receivers in Funchess and Benjamin.
Monster guys, and don't forget they both weigh 230 to 240. So trying to go through them to get the ball, very difficult to do. But their timing in the preseason, their increased play is evident. It's going to make Cam Newton a better quarterback. And when you've got receivers that size, it's not an accident. Their general manager, he told me, I like big players.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Back to throw. Newton. A dump off here to Stewart. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now it's Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team, helps them start their comeback.
And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So 2nd and 10 here.
Hey. 4 down.
Freeman again. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Here's Ryan to throw. The left side completion to Jones. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
It's caught. Jones. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan caught by Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. first down. Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. To throw is Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Carolina getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll hit Whitaker in the flat, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. There's Mike Cyphers now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete. Patrick DeMarco, the fullback, the one he was looking for. And it'll be third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. K1 short in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Now it's Ginn. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And that's going to make it 4th down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. It got the lead last time, had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 48 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Newton. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. Running right, this is Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down. And Tammy with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Simple slant route and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body,
looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Weatherspoon. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see it.
Mohamed Sanu with nobody Sanu, 39 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And that stretches the lead to 27. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. So
much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down. Check safety.
They're going to run. This is Stewart. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Stewart is the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This is Stewart again. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st down, it's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On 2nd down, here's Newton surveying the field, and he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Third and long. It's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Newton to throw. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. A nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And Charles, just a blowout in every...